Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. The NBA All-Star Weekend has come and it has gone. We saw future face of the league, Victor Wembanyama, cheat in a skills contest. Gee, what a great first impression for people tuning in to All-Star Weekend and seeing, oh wow, Victor Wembanyama, let me watch. Not. We see Mac McClung three-peat in the slam dunk contest. His dunks were pretty nice. Shout out to Mac McClung. He had some creativity. His dunks, you deserved it. Three-peat. Let's get Zach LaVine back. Let's get Aaron Gordon back. I see Ja Morant flirting with it again. Ja Morant has flirted with it since he's been in the league, it seems like. That's a four I'm going to be willing to see. Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, Ja Morant, and Mac McClung going for a four-peat next year. And then we have the infamous NBA lazy All-Star Game. And of all of the events that took place this past weekend, the most significant news that came out of this weekend was the interaction between Draymond Green and his co-hosts over there on TNT, and then Charles Barkley clapping back as he's calling the All-Star Game. In case you guys missed what Draymond Green said about the All-Star format this year, let's listen, hear what he had to say. He had to say a few things, so let's take a listen.
And this goes, I'm coaching some team, and she's right, some team that no one wants to see.
Oh, man.
I had to work so hard to play on Sunday night of All-Star Weekend. And because ratings are down, because the game's bad, we're bringing in rising stars. That's not a fix. I never played in the Rising Stars game. My first 2 years, I didn't touch that game. And these guys get to touch the All-Star floor on Sunday night? Like when the floor is the floor? You know, in America, the president has Air Force One, right?
Yeah.
They have several of those planes. It's only Air Force One if the president's on it. That's the All-Star floor. You have the court, you have the events. It's a nice looking court. When All-Stars are on the court.
Draymond Green, you need to ask yourself this question. Why are ratings down? Why is the product bad? Why are they dragging G Leaguers and rising star players out of the bleachers to come participate in All-Star festivities? You need to ask yourself why. And then once you find the answer to those questions, maybe then we'll start holding ourselves accountable and the product All-Star Weekend will improve. Maybe if the players start holding themselves accountable, the product on the court during the regular season will improve. Thus forth, the ratings will improve as well. But again, NBA players, especially in today's day and age, they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to give effort. They don't want to try hard. They don't want to give kids anything to look up to as far as role models are concerned. They want to come up, get their bag, and go home for as minimal effort as possible. What else did Draymond Green have to say about the All-Star Weekend?
This question leads to where he wants to go.
You work all year to be an all-star, and you get to play up to 40, and then you're done. This is so unfair to Victor Wembanyama, who just took this game really seriously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who just took this game really seriously. When you talk about chasing after the points records, Melo and Kobe and all these guys who've had great scoring nights, they don't get the opportunity to do that with this game. Also, we can watch some rising stars. We're about to watch the Olympic team. Now we get the treat of watching the Olympic team play against a U19 team. Come on, what are we doing? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Kenny's team is done, by the way. Chuck won.
Yeah, I remember when Melo played and Kobe played and Iverson played and all these greats played in the All-Star game. You know what else they had to deal with during the All-Star game? Their opponents playing defense. It wasn't 1 out of 10. It wasn't 1 body out of 10s going hard. It wasn't 3 bodies out of 10 going hard. It wasn't 4 bodies out of 10 going hard. It was like 8 bodies out of 10 going hard and Shaquille O'Neal joking around. It was like 8 bodies out of 10 going hard and Dwight Howard joking around. So naming 2-3 players that actually put in effort this year, forgive me if I'm not clamoring to see it next year. At least we have Charles Barkley actually bringing some perspective to this world and not just rolling over and dying like Draymond Green's co-hosts did.
You know, I know that, there's some skeptics, even in our staff, about the format of this game. However, the only thing that's questionable is that, the young guys get to play Sunday. But in terms of play, Chuck had it said it best. You said there's a reason why this game is playing like this.
I'm going to disagree with Draymond a lot. Listen, we're trying anything. I use the analogy like when your kids mess up the house, you make them clean it up and they complain, and they mess the game up. That's why we're trying kamikaze stuff out here right now. So his generation messed the game up. So don't act like he's mad because they're trying to use rookies, and we're doing every type of trick to make this weekend exciting.
Exactly. They need to literally throw shit at a wall hoping that it sticks because players like LeBron, Steph, KD, Draymond, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, they refuse to put an effort during the All-Star game. They refuse to try. They refuse to make it anything that people want to see. And that's not just the All-Star game. That's the regular season as well. The load management era. The I'm a soft athlete era. The I'm jumping from team to team to team to team era. If a fan calls me out, I'm clapping back because I'm so sensitive era. That's the era right now. Charles Barkley's 100% right. Draymond's generation has ruined the All-Star, and they need to take accountability for it. And Adam Silver has let the players ruin the All-Star and NBA regular season. The players started it, and Adam Silver has just allowed it to continue. It takes two to tango, and both of them are disastrous. Folks, LeBron sat out.
We see from you tonight?
You won't see anything from me tonight. Unfortunately, I would not be in uniform tonight. Still dealing with ankle and foot discomfort, so I will not be playing tonight, unfortunately. I hate that, but I'm looking forward to seeing the format. This is the first year for it. I know we got a lot of great, call us the OGs. That's hilarious. We do got a few guys with gray hairs, so that it makes sense. But, that should be fun. I saw the quote the other day with DK with somebody who's going to play against me. So I guess I'll see him at practice, and hopefully I'll be in practice. We can go.
Last minute, LeBron pulls out of the All-Star game to load manage. Last minute, LeBron pulls out of the All-Star game to load manage. LeBron has left the NBA in a worse spot than when he found it. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Bill Russell left the NBA in a better spot than when they found it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone left the NBA in a better spot than when they found it. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird left the NBA in a better spot than when they found it. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant left the NBA in a better spot than when they found it. For damn sure, Michael Jordan did. LeBron James left the NBA in a worse spot than when he found it. Folks, how many great of all times have left their sport in worse spots than when they found it initially? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.